They put out Dance, 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 True Story. We sold more than 1 million copies on 2 completely different labels because we actually had signed to Buddha Records. But Buddha Records couldn't get the record out in time for the first disco convention, and we knew we had to break there. So we went to Atlantic, and he signed us, and very much like Dion, this is history repeating itself, he says, "Oh, I love this fucking record. This is a smash." It was Jerry Greenberg. He says, "I fucking love this." So we said, well, Jerry, the problem is that we have to have it in the first Billboard Disco Convention, which is Monday. This was Friday morning, Friday afternoon. And he went, okay. So in those days, Warners, you guys used to have private jets and helicopters and all that stuff. So he had the helicopter fly to the pressing plant in Pennsylvania and just make records all weekend. Just make them all weekend. Had the helicopter fly back to the east side. He had like 2,000 or 3,000 copies delivered to all the DJs up and down the eastern seaboard. And also we had records for the first Billboard Disco Convention. And we had the record that went, yowza, 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 yowza. And everybody was going, is that group chick from France? And of course, we said yes. That's the group chick from France, that's us, you know. But it's chic, as in toy chic. Oh, yeah. So the record became a big hit. And then the Atlantic staff said to us, so what else do you guys got? And then I played Everybody Dance, and we went and we cut our very first album in less than a week. It was just a few days. I mean, because remember, A-side, B-side, right? So we already had 2 songs. So our whole concept was, we are going to be part of DJ culture. We're going to be a part of that music never stops culture. So we wanted the bass on our records to sound better than other records. So we only put 7 songs because, as we well know, if we're cutting into vinyl, you make the groove smaller, it's like less information. So we cut, our first album only had 7 songs, so we could have those deep grooves, and that bass response was killer, and that was the foundation and the beginning of Chic. So in trying to keep with this tradition of dance culture and making music with a live band, I wanted the first 2 songs to come out to just be symbolic of that tradition. And trust me, I am not stuck in the past. Believe me, I got all kinds of shit coming out with DJs and this one and that one. I mean, more underground stuff than you can ever believe. But the truth is that I really wanted to be, man, when I was a kid back in the day, when I walked through the hood with my guitar, I was like, everybody protected me. I didn't have anything to worry about because people respected musicianship. And that's something that's sort of gone away in our culture a little bit, because we know that when we hear a great record now, that the artist didn't necessarily have to play it. They could have taken the beat from another record entirely. So what's happened to us is that we haven't really responded in the same way that we used to respond. So I don't think that I could single-handedly bring this back, but maybe. So I thank you guys for seeing my vision and helping me make this possible, because you can't, I just couldn't do this in an indie company. I could have tried, but it would have been hard, and it's still going to be hard. I do not take this for granted. I think that I'm a very blessed person. The fact that I get a chance to have an R&B band on a major label with my old ass. It's amazing to me. I mean, I say to myself every day, nothing about this makes sense. Yeah. So I'm just hoping that the music starts to resonate with people, and that somehow, on some level, the novelty factor of, oh, you mean, you those guys chick from France that did Yowza Yowza Yowza? Or you those guys that did Everybody Dance? You're those guys that did Freak Out? You're those guys that did, oh, the record that became the first big hip-hop record? Now what you hear is it's not a test, cause I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try and move your feet. Because we are Chic, C-H-I-C, and we're like to the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, the purple, and yellow. But first, I gotta bang, bang, the booty to the bass, and up, jump the booty to the bang, bang, booty, let's rock.